Steve Siebel back with publicspeakersblog.com. Speaker marketing secret number 48 for the 2021 post COVID-19 era. You must be able to clearly articulate your value proposition as a professional speaker. Here's the truth. After 25 years of speaking with professional speakers at National Speakers Association and all around the world, most speakers don't have their value proposition clearly stated. They don't even have it on paper. They just say, well, I'm a really good speaker. You should really hire me to speak. Organizations don't hire people just because they're good speakers. They assume if you're a professional at something, that you're really good. I mean, you're really good. Not someone they saw at a Toastmasters meeting or a Rotary Club. They expect you to be way beyond any speaker that they've ever seen that didn't get paid to do this. Okay, that's a given. You have to be really good on the platform. But other than that, what value are you bringing to their organization? Example, for 23 years, my value proposition came basically from this book, 177 Mental Toughness Secrets of the World Class. This is the 4th edition of the book. It's been around for a long time. And my value proposition was really simple. I helped Fortune 500 sales teams increase sales. I did turnarounds mostly with low to mid-range performing divisions of multinational, multi-billion-dollar companies, and we typically raise sales between $100 million and $150 million in a 12 to 18 month period. That was our value proposition, and we did that very, very successfully all over the world for 23 years. So the value prop was, if you want to increase sales, we'll train your salespeople in mental toughness. They'll think at a higher level and they'll sell more of your products. And that worked very well. And that's all we did. We did really nothing else. Okay. Now, after 23 years of doing it, I saw change coming. In the last 24 months, basically all the products we used to sell, the videos, the audios, all the programs got to be free on YouTube, just like the music business. It's all free. Things we used to make millions of dollars on. When I say we, I mean top professional speakers with albums, video and audio, are now free on YouTube. Try to sell against free. Good luck. So I saw the tide changing over time. It's still in the process of changing, and it will get to the point where every product is free in this business. And most speakers are whistling past the graveyard because they don't see that coming, but it's coming, just like music. Just like music, it's coming. How we get paid as professional speakers will dramatically change, is dramatically changing. It will dramatically change more in the future. And that's the point. It will all go free at some point. So how will you get paid as a professional speaker? You got to figure out a way. So 24 months ago, I decided to go into the money business, and I was lucky enough to co-author a book called How Money Works, Stop Being a Sucker, with one of the top people I ever worked for as a vendor, Mr. Tom Matthews out of Atlanta, who I've known for almost 20 years. And he's one of the top people in the financial business. And I thought, what I could do is I could speak and teach people how money works. I've interviewed wealthy people for almost 4 decades now, multimillionaires. The largest study, to my knowledge, the Wall Street Journal said, the largest study ever done on the self-made rich. And so I learned a lot about how money works in the real world of money, not what you learn in college or high school, but how money really works. And so we made deals with insurance companies and financial service companies, and we teach people from this little book that was the #1 selling personal finance book in 2020, almost 500,000 copies sold in 2020. And we teach how money works masterclasses on this book. We're teaching them all over the country, almost every single day. I have a team of educators, financial educators, some of them former professional speakers or current professional speakers that see the change in the industry coming in a very big way, and they're wondering how they're going to get paid. Our value proposition is this. We teach people how money works for free. They come to our classes via Zoom or Skype or some free online, sharing service. And when they realize how money really works, they get an education. They want to change their portfolio. And then we make recommendations. We have people that help them make recommendations. And when they take them, the financial services companies come in and give us a commission for the recommendations and the service that we provide. So we're speaking, doing the classes, teaching these classes for free, yet we're getting paid more on the back end from financial service products than most speakers ever will make in their entire careers. I was in six figures the first year and have gone up since then, and it's going very, very well. We are building the largest financial education team in the history of financial services. And we're having that work crossing all over the United States and Canada. We're just opened up in Canada, and it's very exciting stuff. But here's my point. The value proposition is financial education. If you come to my class or one of our teachers' classes around the country or throughout Canada, you get a free education. You'll learn how money really works. It's not a sales pitch. It's based on this book. That's the number one selling book, as I said. And we teach them something, and they go, wow, I need to change my financial life, or I'm never going to be able to retire. I'm never going to be able to put my kids through college. And we say, well, let's look at your portfolio and see what you have. And these are people that are not going to get calls from Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, or Merrill Lynch, because I've worked for all three of those companies and other companies, like you see Fisher Investments on TV. Oh, they want your business. But if you watch the commercial real closely, as long as you have $500,000 to invest, they want your business. If you don't, good luck. They won't even take your call. And I'm not kidding. I've worked for these companies, not Fisher, but the rest of them, many of the rest of them. And they serve the rich. We're serving the middle class. These are people that have never gotten a call and never will get a call from a financial firm because they don't have enough money to be interesting enough or worth the big bank's time. So the big investment firm's time. So they won't call them. We're calling them and saying, educate yourself. And once you educate yourself on the basics, you don't have to have a degree in finance, from Harvard. You just have to know the basics that we talk about in this little book. And then make changes to your portfolio so you don't get ripped off like most people do. Okay? They make the changes, we get paid. That's a value proposition. We're educating people for free. What if they don't make changes? We don't get paid. They still get a free education. That's a very, very solid value proposition. That's my current value prop. I hope to do it for the next 30 years until they haul me off in a pine box. So my question is, what's yours? What's your value proposition? What do you bring to the table besides being a really good speaker? Hopefully, you are a very good speaker. And if you're not, make sure you are, because believe me, they know the difference between a pro and an amateur, just like any football coach knows the difference between an amateur football player and a professional football player, or tennis, or swimming, or soccer, or basketball, or any other sport. No question the difference between an amateur and a pro. Okay, so make sure you're really good. But beyond that, then, what are you bringing to the table in terms of value prop? You need to know it. And then you need to be able to clearly articulate that value proposition to your prospects so they'll hire you. And that is marketing secret number 48. Thanks for watching. See you next time.